What's up, everybody? It's Alan here, and welcome to episode 12 of Only Use Great Exchange, and we're going to start off with the Mr. Mordot random event. So, let's see what the first question I get is. Pick an object that should come next in the pattern. So we have, oh gosh, is that a trowel? I think it is, a farming can, watering can, then a spade. So we obviously got the rake. Keep up the good work. Next question. And we got fishes, or fishies, or just fish, however you want to say that. This prefers a ranged attack, so 3 ranged items. So we got arrows and a crossbow and a bow. There we go, hits. Check. Well done. And blue star door in the northwest of the schoolroom. So let's go. And I'm getting really close to level 2 farming just by using the books of knowledge and the XP lamps into the farming skill. So let's use this right now. And click farming. And let's see what we're at. Alright, 60 XP, 23 XP until level 2. And I'm just doing some fire making right now, still level 76, but I'm 10k until 77, and I got some items in the Grand Exchange right now. I will showcase those in just a second. So I had enchanted almost 33,000 diamond bolts, and I made them from scratch as well. So this was a lot of effort, but it was a really good amount of XP. So let's take a look at the first offer, and I spent about, let me look at my notepad document, 4.9 mil on materials, and they all sold for 5.4 mil. This was a 495k profit. I do buy my diamonds and then cut them all into the bolt tips. I do it from scratch, and then I put them on the adamant bolts, then enchant them, as you guys already know. So for this offer, they all sold for 5.3 mil, and I spent 5 mil on the materials. This was a 386k profit. And then for the last one, 10,840, they all sold for almost 5.3 mil. I spent about 4.7 mil on materials. This was a 496k profit. And then Zamorak Godswords, I only flipped 2 of them. This was an 840k profit. And I got another pretty high investment. It's Barracks Helms. I bought 12 of them. These had a 31k margin for a 379k profit, and the return wasn't the best, but hey, it's still a pretty good chunk of cash off of that item. I also have Guthan's plate bodies. I bought these for 265k. They had a 29k margin for a 404k profit, and 10,941 diamond bolts. I spent about 4.917 mil on the materials. They all sold for 5.32 mil for a 465k profit. And I have 2 interesting flips, but first I'm going to start with the Guthan's plate bodies, and I bought these for around 330k. They had a 19k margin for a 276k profit. Next, I also have Amulets of Strength. Now, I did not flip these. I actually bought ruby amulets and enchanted them from scratch. So I spent about 5.6 mil on the materials to make them, or enchant them at least, and they all sold for about 5.8 mil, and this was a 249k profit. It took forever to enchant all of them. It was still a profit, but it was really good magic XP as well. Now I got U seeds. This is a pretty small one though. So this first one, they had a 7k margin for a 97k profit. And here we go, 71 U seeds. Now, I bought these for 75k, and they had a margin of 24k, meaning that this was a 1.6 million GP profit. This is the highest profit I have ever had so far in the series. It took a while for them all to sell. They were selling kind of quickly at first, but then it took a few days for them all to sell. But 1.6 mil off of U seeds, I'm actually going to try these again, and I might even try the Zamorak Godswords again because that was a quick 800k profit at the beginning of the episode. So let's collect that. I have 30 mil to work with, and I'm still enchanting diamond bolts, so I got these in my inventory, but lots of flips going on right now. Another 11,000 diamond bolts enchanted. I spent about 5.042 million GP for the materials, and they all sold for 5.379 mil, and this was a 337k profit, so let's collect that. I have 5.9 million GP to work with, and that's pretty small, but I do have a lot of flips right now. For Zamorak Godswords, I spent about 5.2 million GP on each of them, and they only recently started to crash, which I'm kind of upset about. I did look at the RS Buddy website, and I clicked on the exchange page and looked up Zamorak Godsword, and I see that they're kind of going back up in price, but not by a whole lot. I'm just hoping these all sell because this will be a really good profit. It will be like 2.4 million GP or something like that. So I'm just going to leave these here. I'm also selling Barracks flails, selling Guthan's chain skirts, and selling adamant knives as well. Also, my grimy irrit leaves, I've had these in my GE for a while. I spent somewhere around 850 coins on each of them, and if they all sell, this will be around a 500k profit. I don't think I'm going to cancel these and then sell the remaining irrits for the price that I bought them for. I'm just going to leave them there. Alright, I'm going to switch it up right now, and I'm going to show you all an interesting money-making method, and it's manually decanting potions, and it's not going over to the dude in the Great Exchange and just having him do them. This is doing it by hand, so I'm just going to do a blind run, super attack in the 4 dose, sells for 695 coins, and I'm going to decant them into 1 doses. I find it more profitable if you do it this way. Sometimes it can be more profitable decanting into 2 doses. But let's buy a bunch of vials. There we go. And all you have to do is click a vial, click the potion, and just keep repeating it until you have your 1 doses. Let's sell them back, and this is just a blind test run, so let's see what they sell for. 1 GP, confirm, and ooh, 1900 coins. Honestly, guys, this is a blind run. I didn't know these would make profit. I'll even show you my history right now. That's almost a 1200 coin profit. So look, you can see my Guthan's chain skirts, adamant knives, all of my flips that have been going on, but almost 1200 coins off of super attacks. You know what? I'm actually going to test these for myself. Guthan's chain skirts are finally done selling. I bought them for around 391k. They had an 18k margin for a 233k profit. And I bought 515 super attacks in the 4 doses, and I spent 351k on that, and I'm about to sell them all for 439 coins each, so let's type that in, and this will be almost a 600k profit, and hopefully they all sell, and I think I'm the highest seller on these. If I try buying one, even for like 1k or 2k, just one of the 1 doses, I can't purchase one, so I think I'm the highest seller on them, so if someone were to buy one, they would buy mine. I'm just hoping they all sell. That would be a good chunk of cash. I knew that white berries would go back up in price. Some of you from a while ago would know that I bought 3,257 of them for only 700 coins each, and I'm selling them all for 1,208 coins each, and I already have a calculator here. This will be a 1.65 million GP profit if they all sell, and I'm guessing they already will, so this is a pretty good chunk of cash. And I think I'm going to wrap up the episode here. I already took the liberty of pricing everything in my bank, as you can see right here, my current cash stack, and everything's still in my Grand Exchange. And here's the calculator. My whole account wealth came to be about 46.7 mil, which is really good. And I'm sorry about getting this episode out so late. I have just been working on a ton of stuff for Clue Score Perfectionist. I'm just trying to get to a point where I can efficiently do clues in just a few minutes. And I'm still working on it, but I promise I'll do some more flips and more episodes of Only Use GE in the future. Some of you guys thought that I was going to stop the series, but trust me, this series is far from being completed. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and if you did, be sure to smash that like button, and if you're liking what you're seeing, be sure to subscribe, and also be sure to follow me on Twitch and Twitter. Links can be found for those in the description below, and that about does it. So thank you all so much for watching, and good luck with the flips.